Hello students, welcome to the new segment of the course. So before going into the details of machine learning using MATLAB, it will be useful to look at some of the very basic stuff regarding machine learning. So the very first thing that you need to notice is the types of data that you may encounter that you want to analyze using machine learning algorithms. So the first data type that you may encounter is the numerical data. What do we mean by it is this, that the data is of some quantifiable nature. That is, we can measure them such as the height of the people, the age of the people, the salary of different employees, and so on. So again, we can categorize the numerical data into two parts. First one is the discrete types of data, where we are dealing mostly with integers, and it represents basically some counts of some phenomenon. For example, it will represent how many students liking a course, or how many visits that a particular website has been encountered, or some other quantifiable thing which we represents in terms of some integers. Similarly, the other category is the continuous category. Here, the possible values are infinite. There is large number of possibilities, such as how much water that you drink on daily basis. So it will be again in some fractions, and or alternatively, you may say how much rainfall on Monday, right? So this will be a lot of fractions that are being involved. The second type of data that you may encounter is the categorical data. Here, it is not of quantitative nature, rather it is of qualitative nature. That is, it represents some qualitative type of data. The important thing is that it does not have any inherent mathematical meaning, such as we cannot say that it is greater or less than some phenomenon. Suppose some examples include the gender, the nationality, the product type. So it's basically describe different categories that are present in your data, based on which you can categorize and split your data into different pieces. Sometimes you may assign numeric values to the different values of these categorical data. For example, we may assign male equals to 1 and female equals to 1, and that is because of easiness in the processing. But remember that this 1 and 0 does not have any meaning attached to that. That is, we cannot say 1 is less than 0 in this case, or 1 is greater than 0 in this case, because it is not representing the numeric aspect of that. It is just for the sake of representation, and that is because our computers can only deal with numerical data. Finally, you may also encounter some data which is a mixture of both the categorical and numerical data types. In particular, we define a data to be ordinal if it is categorical data, but it has some meaning attached to it. Suppose the student grades, we may say that it is A or A minus, or B, B plus, B minus, C plus, and so on. But we know that A plus is greater in grade as compared to B plus, right? So we have the corresponding meaning attached to those categorical data as well. The other example is the ratings that we give to the movies on different websites, which is on the scale from 1 to 5. But again, we notice that it has a mathematical meaning attached to that, right? So whenever we encounter such kind of data which has a categorical description but also has meaning attached to that, mathematical meaning attached to that, so we will call it that this type of data is the ordinal data. Finally, let's look at a very quick activity that whether we have what we have learned so far, we can apply it correctly or not. So I want you to identify from these following four different types of data, whether they are numerical, categorical, or ordinal. So let us look at the first data, which is the fuel price. We know that the fuel price is always in some amount of dollars, so it is numerical data. The humidity level on the scale of low, medium, and high. So it is a categorical data because it has a categorical description, but we may also look at that the medium is less than low, low is less than medium and is less than high. So this means that the categorical data along with the mathematical intuition behind it, so it is ordinal data. Categorical description with mathematical intuition, right? So ordinal data. Similarly, we have marks obtained. So again, the marks obtained is on a scale from 0 to 100 in most of the cases. So it will be a numerical data. Finally, grades achieved, as we discussed earlier. Grades achieved are, in our country, the grades are like this, that A plus, A minus, B plus, and so on. So the grades achieved are categorical, but since it has a mathematical meaning attached to that, so it will be ordinal data. So fuel price, again, numerical. This one is ordinal, this one is numerical, and this one is ordinal again. Hope you are enjoying the course. See you in the next segment.